Just keep your teeth together and take some nice breaths. Hi everybody, Dr. Danny here. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's pretty popular online right now in terms of chiropractic, and that is Y-strap adjusting. Or traction style adjusting, using an instrument that looks something like this. It's got a head harness that wraps around the chin and the back of the skull, and then has a handle on it that we pull on.
It's gonna be so much fun.
So I wanted to explain kind of why we would do that type of adjustment, or why it's different than your typical kind of rotate and adjust.
From you? Yes, please.
And if you look at this picture, the typical adjustment, what we're focusing on most is these facet joints, as well as the joint between the disc and each vertebra.
Yes, so I noticed.
So here's our little spine model. So those joints are back here. That facet joint is in the posterior aspect of the spine. And then between the vertebra and disc, we also focus on that a little bit with the adjustment, but most of our contact is posteriorly. And that's when we rotate the head and we move the head into a position and deliver a gentle thrust. Safe, easy to do.
Noise.
The Y-strap adjustment, what that does is addresses a different joint called the uncinate joint, or the uncovertebral joint. And what we're able to do with the spine using that instrument is traction those two vertebrae apart and allow more space for that disc, as well as creating negative pressure within the disc to reabsorb any herniation or bulge that is there. And we have some patients that are uncomfortable with the rotation because of what they've seen in movies and Hollywood. That's how someone would break someone's neck. It's almost impossible to do, and we would never maliciously try to hurt anybody. But that's for another video.
That makes sense.
So what we're adjusting here is these uncinate or uncovertebral joints by tractioning those vertebrae apart. So I just wanted to explain that a little bit, and then we'll demonstrate with a little adjustment video.
Oh, well, thank you.
So we're gonna demonstrate the Y-strap adjustment today. I have Luke here. He's one of our chiropractic assistants in the office here at Westchester. He's had this done before, so I'm just gonna kind of talk through it. We're gonna start with this harness, and we're gonna put this under the base of Luke's skull. Go ahead and relax your head, Luke. And we're gonna bring this underneath his chin. We're gonna tighten these straps down so it's nice and secure, but not tight enough that it's choking him. So we want good balanced tension on either side. So looks like everything's okay. We're gonna start just adding some tension here. So to start, we're gonna work on decompressing the spine. So I'm gonna traction up. This is called the Y-strap because this is the Y-axis of the body. So we're gonna traction up on Luke, and we're just gonna hold traction. So Luke, just keep your teeth together and just take some deep breaths as we traction and hold here.
Hold on to your butt.
So we're gonna hold for about 10 seconds the first round. And while he's taking deep breaths, he can just feel his cervical spine relaxing and just opening the space up between the joints. And we're gonna relax, let him take a nice breather. We're gonna traction and hold again for about 10 to 15 seconds, sometimes as long as 20, whatever we feel like we need to do.
Do you, boo-boo? Do you, boo-boo?
So we'll start that again, traction and hold. So this is a great style of adjustment for decompression of the spine. If you've heard of decompression therapy before, similar action within the disc and the joints of the spine itself, but just a little bit different in terms of execution. And we're gonna relax again. And on this last one, at the end of the traction hold, we're just gonna give it a nice tug to adjust those uncinate processes or uncovertebral joints. So we'll see that happen now. So we're gonna traction and hold again, Luke. Just keep your teeth together and take some nice breaths. Perfect. Perfect.
It's perfect! My life is complete.
All right, guys. I'm gonna help Luke get out of this head harness. Thanks again for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, send us a direct message, or check our website out online. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Garrett.
Dr. Danny.
And today we're going to demonstrate a Tytron scan. So this tool that I have in my hand is called a Tytron scanner, and it uses infrared to measure the skin temperature. And what we are measuring the skin temperature for is to see if there are pinched nerves. So if there are nerves that are pinched in the spine, that'll create inflammation, and inflammation will cause an increase or a rise in your skin temperatures.
Roll. Climate change.
We're going to demonstrate the scan first, and then we'll go over the scan with you. So when patients come in the office for the first time, we do a scan, starting in the lower back, go all the way up to the neck. So Dan, I'm going to start in your lower back here. Scan all the way up. Just a little. There we go. All right, now we'll go over the scan. All right, so now we're gonna go over Dr. Danny's scan. So Dr. Danny, like I was telling you, the Tytron uses infrared to measure your skin temperature from the bottom to the top. So as I'm scanning up, it's reading that temperature from side to side. Now, what you should see are these small green dots that you see through here, mostly on the left, a little bit on the right. Anything other than that is abnormal. What do you see?
This is most irregular.
I see a lot of abnormal, first of all, but mostly on my right-hand side compared to my left.
Yes, so that's definitely showing abnormal. So this reads a normal, mild, moderate, and severe. So the closer to red it is, the more severe it is, the longer that pressure or pinching has been on your nerves. If someone has an acute flare-up, that would also, typically be orange or probably red as well.
Okay.
So this is just one of the tools that we use to find out what the spine and the nervous system is doing, and also lets us know where we need to focus during our exam and during our x-rays as well.
To me, that's important.
And then the awesome thing with this is we can use it during our re-exams to do a rescan and compare it from your original to your rescan so that we can track that change.
Awesome. So, just so I'm clear here.
Yes.
I don't feel pain in any of these areas.
Right. That's because there's only a small amount of nerves or parts of your nerves that, when they're pinched, will produce pain. So it's picking up the inflammation. So it's reading the temperature of the nerves as they exit the spine and reading that temperature. So just because you have a pinched nerve and pressure on your nerve like this is showing, doesn't mean that you'll always have pain there.
Oh, now I see. Now I get it.
Yeah, which is important that we do this because typically people think, well, if I don't have pain, then I don't have a problem, right?
Right.
Well, like you just said, you don't have pain, but it's obviously showing a problem.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey guys, we really hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Accelerated Health. Make sure you do the 4 things now. Comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button. We'll see you next week.